So I don't know if you saw this yesterday or not, but Nancy Pelosi and the entire January 6th narrative got utterly obliterated by a wrecking ball named Chief Charles Sund. So yesterday, after Donald Trump announced the federalization of the D.C. local police department and setting up his welcome party for when Congress comes back into session and indictments start flying, one of Nancy Pelosi's staffers apparently decided to take to her X account to post this. Donald Trump delayed deploying the National Guard on January 6 when our Capitol was under violent attack and when lives were at stake. And because Democrats can never stop lying to you, they are still pushing that same narrative that Donald Trump delayed calling in the National Guard, even though we have seen mountains of evidence to tell you the opposite is true. So what happened after that? Well, the chief of the Capitol Police Department, a guy by the name of Chief Charles Sund, responded and completely wrecked them. Now, you may want to pause this and just go ahead and read his entire response, because he just totally destroyed every lie that the Democrats have been telling you for years. When he says, ma'am, it's long past time to be honest with the American people. On January 3rd, I requested National Guard assistance, but your sergeant at arms denied it. He goes on to say that when the Pentagon offered National Guard support, he had to decline the offer because the sergeant at arms, which reports to Nancy Pelosi, declined his original request. Oh, but it gets worse. He then says, on January 6th, while the Capitol was under attack and despite my repeated calls, your sergeant at arms, again, denied his urgent request for over 70 agonizing minutes because they had to run it up the chain for her approval. I think now we know why the January 6th committee had absolutely no desire to ever talk to the guy that was in charge of the Capitol Police on January 6th. Don't believe me? Hear him tell it.
The restrictions I had as the chief, and ask yourself why the January 6th committee never requested that I come and publicly testify. Think about that. I'm the chief of the Capitol Police. To have me come down and publicly testify before the January 6th committee, because I think they were concerned. It would begin to show what went on the 6th, what went on the days leading up to the 6th, and what was the involvement of political leadership in their appointee.
I think it's pretty obvious now why the members of the January 6th committee all demanded pardons from the Auto Pen and apparently got them.